If you do not believe we're going to see another 10 to 20% dump, you guys are just fooling yourselves. I have some major evidence right now I'm about to show you. With that said, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn post notifications, and with that said, let's get right into it. Okay, before we get into the XRP analysis, well guys, I'm going to have to show you Bitcoin, because whatever Bitcoin does, cryptocurrencies like XRP will follow. That's just the harsh truth reality. It's not a separate entity from Bitcoin. They're all related, but we first must look at Bitcoin. With that said, I'm going to take this camera off for a second so you guys can clearly see everything. So what we're staring at right now is the S&P 500 and Bitcoin. As you guys know, as the S&P 500 does, have a major effect on what Bitcoin does, and also because everything follows Bitcoin, well, it does have an effect on cryptocurrency in, overall. So if we take a look, we got rejected the fourth time, and right now we're heading down. As you guys can see, we created a red candlestick for today on Monday. This is a very warning, this is going to be an urgent warning to all XRP holders, Bitcoin holders, anyone holding cryptocurrencies. We're going to have one last shakeout. I'm talking about for all coins, we're going to see a 30 to 40% dump. And with that said, we can definitely see XRP hit 10, 15, 20 cents, depending. So right now the S&P 500 is heading down. And what we know about, trading, well, it doesn't go, happen all in once, like in one day. It happens over time. This is why I've created this thing where we're going to see probably a push all the way down to here, and then we're going to see a pullback. And this is where we're going to be testing this area of support that was, or once that was support, now it's resistance, and then we should get rejected for a confirmation of heading down to even lower prices for the S&P 500. This will be a great indication for Bitcoin and altcoin to crash, to see another crash. Yes, guys, you heard that correctly. And it's not going to happen over time because, like I said, in trading, things don't go up and down all in one day. It goes all over the place. So if we take a look right here, this right here, this, the top and the bottom, to see the bottom, it took 53 days. Now, moving on to the next one. Well, from here, the top to the bottom, that took 80 days. And then from here to here, that took 62 days, around 60 days. Let's round it up. 60 days, guys. So it took 50, 80. Wait, guys, sorry about that. So it took 50, 80, and 60. So if we round it, it's going to be around 70 days, guys. But we're going to look at every, scenario. So if we take a look right here, this is the top right here. If we put the, the days right here, 80 days, the max would take us around the end, or actually mid of February. Yes, that's in 2 months. Yes, 2 months we can see the bottom, meaning we can see the bottom for Bitcoin, altcoins like XRP. This is just an estimate. Let's just say it happens earlier, 60 days. That's the end of January. And then for 50 days, that would be mid-January. So yes, we're talking about January to February. We're going to see the bottom for Bitcoin, bottom for altcoins like XRP. And I'm putting this right here to show you guys there's a correlation, guys. If you look right here, the same days, look at, we've seen a major dump, a 35% dump. We saw a 63% dump, and then we saw a 24% dump. Not that major, but it's still a dump. I'm telling you right here is the next major dump. If it goes to 40% down, we can see a $10,000 Bitcoin. That's the worst case scenario. It can happen, guys. I'm going to show you some more, evidence. So that's that for, the S&P 500 and Bitcoin. There's a big correlation. Right now it's looking very harsh, like very scary for the S&P 500. It doesn't look good right now. So moving on. Right now we're going to look at the bears of Bitcoin over the past history. So if we look at the at Bitcoin in 2014 when it hit the top, actually 2013 when it hit the top of about $1,100, and then we saw the bear market and we saw a low of around $140. This right here, guys, was a cycle. And in this cycle, we saw an 85% drop before we see Bitcoin rise to new highs, as you guys can see. And this is when it hit in 2017, the new high. And then when we've seen the bear market, so it was at a high of 19,500. We saw it at a high in 2017. And then we saw a bear market. It dumped all the way down to $3,199. This is where everyone was panicking. Everyone was scared. They were saying, yep, Bitcoin's dead. And then, yeah, guys, that was an 83% dump. Well, what happened after that? Well, Bitcoin rallied to another new high of $69,000. And now we are in our current bear market. And if you take a look right here, guys, I'm telling you, this is not over. We only dropped 77% from $69,000 all the way down to $15,000, around there. So this is not over. We're around 77%. So if we look at the past histories, it was in the 80s. So if we take a look at 85%, I'm telling you guys, 85% dump. Worst case scenario. This is the worst case. We can see a Bitcoin price of $10,000. This is why it's very urgent, XRP holders. We need to pay attention to Bitcoin because of the harsh reality. Anything that Bitcoin does, altcoins will follow. That's the truth. That's the harsh truth for XRP, price-wise. So yes, and that's that, guys. We went over the bulls, or the previous bears, and this is why I'm telling you this is not over yet. Now, what do we see here, guys? Right now, we are very low. We got rejected after the Fed meeting. We hit a price of 18,000, got rejected. Now we're heading down to even lower lows possibly, guys, for this year. We don't know yet. We'll see. But as I said, guys, on the smaller time frame, this is the 1 hour time frame, we did create this bear flag on a downtrend, which is very bearish. And yesterday I called it out. We would see a dump possibly to 16,300 or 16,100, worst case scenario. And it did dump to 16,292 today. Yes, it did. Now it's recovering. But I'm telling you guys, volume is very low. There's not a lot of buyers out right now because of the macroeconomics. Everyone's scared with the FTX situation. All this crypto news coming out, scaring investors away. So yes, guys, we need to be careful and we need to be aware and prepared for another 10 to 20% dump for Bitcoin. I'm telling you, we can see a low of $10,000 in the next month or two. This is why I'm preparing you guys. As I said previous, it takes 50 days, 50 to 80 days for the S&P 500 to dump, to see a new low. And this is why we need to pay attention to Bitcoin and crypto, because whatever the S&P 500 does, well, Bitcoin follows. That's the truth. Like, it's patterns, guys. History repeats itself, I'm telling you. But you can look at this as a negative thing, but you can also look at it as a positive. If you're new in investing and want to invest in Bitcoin, or you were just late on the last bull market, well, guys, this is the start. I'm telling you, the next bull run is going to start next year. We're going to head into the bull, and then we're going to see into 2024, we're going to head possibly to the top. We don't know yet. I mean, we just got to wait and be patient. But I'm telling you, we're going to see a low for Bitcoin in January or February of 2023, quarter one. Everything is already planned. Everything is falling into place perfectly. But now, moving on to XRP. Why does this all relate to XRP? Well, guys, whatever Bitcoin does, altcoins like XRP will follow. And right now, it's looking very bearish as well for XRP. If we look at the 1 hour time frame right now, we are sitting at this. Yesterday, actually, we sat at this very important support of 34 cents. And we broke through it, guys. We had low volume. There's not a lot of investors that want to pour money into XRP because overall, the macroeconomics is not doing very well. Interest rates are rising and inflation is slowing down, but it is still very high. So overall, investors are struggling and they're very frugal with their money. So they're not going to pour money into risk, high risk assets like XRP. So on the 1 hour time frame, we did create this descending triangle on a downtrend. This is very bearish. And I even called this out yesterday as well. We were going to break to the bottom, possibly to 32 cents. And what happened? It broke to 33 cents. We're stuck right here now. And it looks like we're going to head even lower pretty soon. Yes, guys, we're going to head lower pretty soon. We need to be aware, guys. I'm telling you, we can possibly see XRP hit 20, 15, 10 cents in January or February. Yes, you heard that correctly. This is why this is the biggest opportunity for you new investors that want to get in right now. But with that said, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn post notification. Go check out my previous video I did on XRP. Very, very important. Go check that out right now. But with that said, peace.